How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to another episode of our playthrough of the Fall from Heaven 2 scenario called Into the Desert. So Fall from Heaven 2 is a high fantasy mod for Civilization 4, for those who are new. Altogether, it can be a little bit esoteric, but once you get into it, there is a lot of fun to be had, especially if you enjoyed the base game. So what we are doing here at the moment, I believe I finished my first vampire. We have a savant. I'm trying to spread some of my religion into civilizations that I currently have open borders with. So I'm thinking maybe the elves up here as well. It's unlikely that they'll convert necessarily, but simply having influence into their cities can usually result in you acquiring a certain amount of benefits, be it resources or intelligence gained. And we also have our first vampire here, officially. Before we did have a unit with the vampirism promotion, but it was only one of the more So this is an actual vampire now. As you can see, some of the perks are it can heal an additional 5% damage per turn, and it starts out with an extra 10% strength. What we're really interested in here, though, is some of the unique abilities that it comes with because it's a vampire. For one thing, it can feast on city populations. Another one, it can actually give the gift of vampirism to other units that are at least level 6 or higher. So if we take a look, for example, down here at Razir the Fallen, he is currently level 7, so I would most certainly be able to give him the gift as well. One of the things that I especially was interested in, though, for this playthrough was the ability to summon specters. So we're going to promote for summon specter, and now right here you can see we can cast the summon a specter spell, and what this will result in doing is it'll create a unit that will exist for one turn. You can use these for causing damage against units that you have very bad odds against. Those units will gain experience, but you're hoping that once you attack with this unit that you attacked will take some damage, and then therefore you'll be able to use, let's say, your vampire to actually finish that unit off. In addition to this, the Spectre, while it's only 3 at the moment, will increase in strength due to its affinity, which is a word for like a synergy with a type of mana called Death Mana. At the moment, if we take a look at my current resources here, you can see I have Shadow Mana, Body Mana, and Law Mana, but I do not have any Death Mana. However, I do have 3 mana nodes. These are raw mana nodes, and they can be improved. And as soon as I finish the Tech of Necromancy, I believe it can actually start building, or it can convert these mana nodes into Death Mana nodes. And then the Spectre, if I cultivate all 3 of these mana nodes into Death Mana nodes, that should double the strength of this Spectre. So that's what the plan is at the moment. It's like a militaristic strategy. So we're going to be building some more vampires. I'd also like to build a blood pet in that city, because blood pets, I believe, have the ability to heal vampires, which can be quite interesting on the battlefield, so that they serve as a type of instant healing. You can just drag them along for that purpose. I've trained a savant here. Yes, we're spreading some of that religion. I might just want to build a library, and we could, let me take a look just to see what kind of science we're making. Yeah, that could benefit from 25% research boost. So overall, things are going pretty well. Oh, one of my good friends actually wants some technology. I am not going to give him that because he needs bronze to actually build better units, and I don't want him to have better units. Nubia celebrates We Love the Monarch Day. How about that? Yeah, so he'll probably be a little bit upset with me now. Let's see here. He's still pleased, but the fact that I refused to help him was actually a -2. Wow. But the years of peace are really contributing to the, like, if we actually went to war, he would be pretty upset then when we settled afterwards. The diplomacy system in Civilization 4, I believe, is still much more transparent than in Civilization 5 and 6. So the hunter finished off that one bear, but I think these other bears are coming after my hunter. We'll see. If they get too close, I can just retreat to my own borders, because as I've mentioned before, animals cannot enter your borders. Okay, let's spread some Ashen Veil here. There we go. It's spread. Yeah. It's not a guaranteed thing. The more religions you have in a city, the less likely the chance of you actually spreading a new religion to that city, right? There's the Dwarven Kingdom appears to be over in this area. So I'm not really keen on exploring with Razir the Fallen. I'm not exactly sure how I got around to doing that in the first place. But that was not the reason I brought him over there, really. So we're going to be using this scout to do the exploring. This was just a one-off incident. What is our relationship with him? He's annoyed. He doesn't like that I've fallen under the sway of a heathen religion. So we'll just have to deal with that. I can upgrade the blood pet to a vampire. Since we're just going to be using this unit for sacrificing, I'm only going to be promoting it for mobility. Yeah, but see right here you can cast Feed. It says can only be used if there is a blood pet unit in the stack, and it will sacrifice the blood pet unit to heal the vampire and allow it to attack again, which is really neat because that makes a vampire like a blitz unit. So if you think about it, if you have a vampire, for example, Razir the Fallen, I can give him the vampirism gift. If I'm not mistaken, what I can do then is I can load up, squares with blood pets, and then I can use Razir the Fallen's superior strength in combat to simply, use the blood pet. Well, I can probably only cast this one time per turn, yeah. So, it's like the Blitz promotion. It basically will allow you to attack an additional time per turn. Here I was thinking that you could just actually cycle through as many as you wanted with one unit, basically allowing it to attack again each time. But no, units can only cast a spell one time per turn, so it's pretty balanced. Yeah, because that would be kind of broken otherwise, wouldn't it? I trained that Savant down here. I was interested anyway in building more more improvements in the city that allow your city to grow faster. One of the strengths of the Calibum, of course, is that your vampires can feed off of cities for additional experience, and it helps if you have a fast-growing city, right? Could the city benefit from a library? It's a bit debatable, to be honest. A market might be a better investment. Yeah, we're going to be building a market here. We are losing some gold, so hopefully that'll make up for it. It's a fair trade-off. 3 guaranteed gold at the cost of 1 tech, 1 science. Your people have discovered rare edible mushrooms. Where was that? Oh, they actually... No. Wait, where? Right here? They discovered them right on top of my city. Which, of course, is useless. Because cities are limited in the amount of resources they can provide on their base tile, right? So, I'm fairly certain of this. Let's see here. 2 bread, 2 hammers, and 1 gold. 2 bread, 1 hammer, and 1 gold. Yeah, so the additional hammer comes from the fact that it's actually... This city is actually built on top of a plains mountain. It has nothing to do with the mushrooms themselves, so the mushrooms did not give me anything. That's an interesting event. Apparently, see, I've never seen that happen before with other types of resources that are found through events, like in the base game, like in Beyond the Sword itself. But apparently, that was not a condition that was tested for in the logic of this game. Our scout has not fully healed yet, so we will be stepping back 1 tile to heal next turn before approaching the next bear. I've completed the Temple of the Veil. I'm pretty sure this religion does have like a unique wonder unit for it, but I'm not sure what it's called. It might take a little bit too long to figure out, and I probably don't have access to it until I actually research another technology that would unlock it. So at the moment, we're going to move on without that. The Great Librarius, the Catacomb Librarius, Free Mage Guild in every city. Not that interesting. Since this city is sort of on the frontier, I'm building walls there. I don't want to lose it. We have 6 turns left until we are supposed to be done harassing the Malachim. That is the current mission. Oh, wait. Bears. Okay, the bear. Didn't want my bear to get attacked by the other bear and killed, but it's still taking a path inside my cultural borders, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm just going to get Raziel the Fallen to go back to my capital, and then he can partake of the gift of vampirism. Yeah, so making more vampires. It's going to be our... What the... My savant was destroyed by a barbarian hill giant. That, it's unfortunate. This barbarian hill giant can indeed attack my city here. Raziel, it is time for you to come back. Yeah, he will have just enough time to do it. And this worker... I don't know why isn't the worker alert to the fact that there's a hill giant right here? I didn't see them stop working. Okay. Hunter. Maybe it's because it sees it as an animal unit. An animal unit type, and therefore it shouldn't be a danger. Okay, now that the hunter is finished healing, let's see here. 96.9, 96.9. It really doesn't matter which one we attack. The danger is that since they're right next to each other, I wish I could split them up. The danger is that once they're so close to each other, if my hunter takes damage, I probably won't be able to get him out of there. Like stepping onto a desert, it's going to cost 2 movement points. Stepping onto a hill is also going to cost 2 movement points. So once I attack, if I win, I don't have the opportunity to retreat. We're going to work on construction, so if I need to build some catapults later for sieging certain cities, I'll have the ability to do so. So we completed the market here, but actually things have our economic situation has gotten worse. So I'm not sure, like, what should I do? We're losing a lot of gold now. I can reduce the research rate. But I'm just weighing my options here. Plus monument, pagan temple. Oh, I guess we're just building the library. So, one of the really nice things about Civilization 4 is how the research system works. It allows you to be a lot more flexible in how you actually allocate resources or plan out your goals, because you're not limited in as much about the economy, because your economy can really flip-flop back and forth between different states quite easily. I'm not interested in trading world maps. So, for example, you can gear up for war. You can, man a huge, or you can field a huge army, and you can have that army out in the battlefield, and it's going to cost you a lot. So you're going to have to significantly reduce your research rate, and you can do that almost instantly because you just reduce it right here. And then when the war is done, you can delete the units that are no longer promoted high or modern, the units that are outdated basically, and then the maintenance costs will go down. You'll no longer be in enemy territory, so then you won't be incurring maintenance costs from being outside your cultural borders and all that kind of stuff. And then your gold reserves will go way back up, and then you can start allocating that immediately back towards technology. Apparently the bears do not intend on moving. Let's get some support here. So I'm going to grab my best units, run them over there. The hill giant is apparently healing. Let's see if we can nail him before that time. Nope. Okay, skip a turn. Begin building a pasture there. And we do need a worker up here. I would like to build some roads across this desert, especially because it takes too long to walk over it otherwise. I've constructed the library. Let's build that market. See if we can increase our income a little bit at the expense of bears. That bear is in dangerous territory. At the expense of technology. Where is our good friend the giant? There he is. He's fully healed. Let's attack him. There we go. And of course the lion attacked me as well. I'll promote. You have another promotion available here. I'm going to be promoting for Heroic Strength 2. That increases my attack rate. There's also a graveyard over here that might be worth exploring. So instead of taking this Savant and sending him down to that Malachim city, we're going to send him over here into the graveyard. And next turn, we're going to use him as the guinea pig to actually explore that area. The great thing about this area, it's like the city wasn't so bad after all. There was actually a fair amount of production here thanks to these hills, and a lot of food thanks to all these floodplains. So initially I thought the village itself was going to be ultimately pretty worthless, but no. It'll be fairly competitive, I believe. Constructed a granary. Yeah, well, let's build that market. We're building markets all over the place now. I've constructed a market here. We're cycling through a lot of buildings quite quickly. But once we get a lot of the good ones established, I think I'll build the walls here since I'm bordering a person I think might be my potential enemy. Holding out for 2 more turns. Let's do it. Okay. Being offered Way of the Earth Mother, which is a technology I have absolutely no interest in for a technology I think is actually valuable. No, I don't think so. Florus looks up at it as... I've already botched it. Oh my goodness. Florus looks up as Decius and his troops enter the palace. Commander, how goes our plans? Decius crosses his arms. I've tried things your way. This Empyrean religion is only gaining followers. It is time to be more aggressive. We have discussed why that is not among your options. This Van Gossam has called a meeting of tribal leaders. My spies tell me they are leaning towards uniting with him. Your foes will hold much more power in this region unless we act to stop them. I will take your army to the Malachim capital and burn it to the ground. This should keep the sand rats in their place. You will act within the limits I have set for you, or I will tear you to shreds. Decius raised his blade. Can you do so? I'm just... I don't know. I can't do it all of a sudden. I can't read. Maybe I'm too tired. Decius raised his blade. Can you do so before I get in a single hit? Florus laughed, drawing his own blade, but Decius continued. Because the Council's assassins have shown me a few things, such as a rare desert plant that the extracts of which can cause man pain like he's never known for as long as he lives. Perhaps you are willing to chance that over the course of your very long life, you can find an antidote, or that the effects will wear off after only a few hundred years. But why chance that your power can be used beyond playing shepherd to a broken people, can rather shape the world stage to our benefit? Why not chance that your power can be used beyond... I don't get that sentence at all. But why not chance that your power can be used beyond playing shepherd to a broken people? No, that sentence is broken. I don't think there's any way that makes any sense. But why not chance that your power can be used beyond playing shepherd to a broken people? That makes sense. Can rather shape the world stage to our benefit. Oh, that his power that can be used. It's still a sentence I don't understand, but okay. I think I get the gist of it. He's saying that why can't he use the power that he exercises over the broken shepherd people on the world stage, basically. I'm probably patronizing you by trying to explain that, but whatever. Florus stood for a moment, gazing at Decius. Then he sheathed his blade. My sister would have killed you and lived with the pain. Very well, take what you need. Raise every city with the Empyrean. If you bring calamity upon us, I will survive, and you will not, no matter the trump you hold. If your gamble succeeds, you will have a place among us forever. So some background to that, the person he was talking with was sort of like the head of the Calibim. I'm not sure we actually have him as a contact. No, I don't think so. That's a dwarf. No, I don't think we actually have a contact with Florus, but he is one of the leaders of the Calibim. If we take a look here at the civilizations, let's see here, civilizations. And then we take a look at the, we're the Calibim. There we go. One of the leaders right here is Florus. And he has a lot of influence in this area for people, for civilizations like me. Basically scripted influence, obviously, because he doesn't exist as a civilization. So we're going to now have to destroy all the Empyrean cities. This is a little bit... It makes me wonder, do I have Empyrean in any of my cities? See, that's the interesting thing. And destroy all Empyrean cities, but it spread into my cities. So how do I get rid of it? I think they're Inquisitors. Are there Inquisitors in this game? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. No. Really? No Inquisitors? I might have to look into this later. I'm pretty sure I can get rid of religions that are not my own in my cities. There is a way to do that. I'm very certain of it. So that's what we're going to have to do. But they actually want me to destroy the cities. So will it be enough just to remove it? Or is it like tagged? Is my capital basically now tagged with Empyrean? Oh man, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Because didn't he give me the units to spread Empyrean? Just, because, okay. What does the Empyrean religion do? We're going to take a look at religions here. The Empyrean. Oh. Where the order... So this is not the Council of Isus. I thought it was the Council of Isus. They give me a unit that could spread the Council of Isus. Did I ever spread that? I don't think so. So it's sort of a mistake then that Empyrean spread into my lands, I guess. It wasn't supposed to. And somehow I have it in my city now. I'm just wondering if this is going to prevent me from actually completing the episode, because there wasn't a whole lot I don't think I could do to prevent religions from spreading. I need a civic that would prevent it. But, like, here, Crusade, I think. It says, cities... No, that's not it. Liberté, consumption, social order. Wait, +1 in cities? No, that's not it either. There has to be a civic here that prevents religion from spreading, right? Just not seeing it. Under council, over council. Here, theocracy. No non-state spread. But see, I don't have religious law as a civic. Could I even research it? Like religious law. There's priesthood, way of the wise. Right here is religious law. I would have to spend like 12 plus 42 turns to get access to it. No, that's unreasonable. Come on. You can't expect me to research that much into it. So I ended up with a religion in my cities that I'm not supposed to have. Maybe it won't count my cities. Let's assume that it won't. And then we can simply eliminate other cities with Empyrean in them, right? Yeah. I think that's what we're going for then. We're just going to assume it won't count my cities. If the religion is in my cities or in the cities of non-Malachim lands, I'm not sure. Because a lot of these Malachim cities actually don't have Empyrean in them. These three on my side of the map don't. Over here, it's certainly more common. And the Elohim have... Okay, so this is interesting as well. The Elohim, they also have Imperium. Will I have to destroy that city as well? I'm going to be making enemies of the entire world, basically. Not that it really matters, but it's a rather interesting mission I've been tasked with. Okay. Regardless, let's move on. Going to be trying to deal with some bears, do some bar hunting. So I think we need to build more vampires now. Let's explore this graveyard first, though. Skeletons rise from the ground. Well, we fortunately have good old Razier the Fallen here. Can take care of at least one. And we're not going to risk it on the other. So, I'm just wondering who I should start with here. Who do we declare war on first? Probably Van Gossam. He doesn't like me anyway, right? So can I... Just wondering here. -11 past events have drawn our people apart. Does he have access to iron? I don't see it. I don't think he does. That would make things easier. What is his relationship with Kael? They're just pleased and friendly. But they're not on the same team. So what's important about that is if they're on the same team and I declare war on one of them, I would automatically have to declare war on the other. Which is why it was important to decide or to determine whether or not they were on the same team. They aren't, so we should be good. As difficult as it might be to believe, he actually went ahead and asked me for something shortly before his ultimate demise. How short-sighted of me. There's workers there. Thorny, the dwarf dude. Adopted Conquest as a civic. Does that mean he's up to something? No, that's actually a very good civic. New units receive +2 experience points. Oh well. We're going to be spreading the religion Ashen Veil anyway. Wouldn't it be unfortunate, though, if I went ahead and adopted an Empyrean as my religion? Now that these bears have broken up a bit, let's attack. And here we have another bear. And then the second bear won't be able to attack me for another turn. Deception enables the Under Council. And the first to discover founds the Council of Isus. We actually had a unit that could spread the Council of Isus much earlier on, which would have given us like the founding rights to it. But I am interested in exploring the island in the upper right corner, so let's research sailing first. Constructed a market. We need to gear up for war, so I'm going to be building probably a siege workshop there. Some city needs to be building the catapults. And also, let's get these hill giants on the march. They can declare their nationality now. And why did they become unselected? We're going to be going over here. 4 turns. How is the city looking? Pretty good improvements. We can grow in 2 turns. I might want to build a farm there. I don't want to build a farm on the plains because it will just automatically remove a hammer from the plain tile. And one of our adepts got another promotion. What can we promote for here? Allows blur. Okay, here we can build a shadow node. Death node? Yeah, here we have a death node. Okay, so first a promotion. Probably combat 1. It will give +5 to spell damage. That spell damage doesn't come into play very frequently from what I've seen. But we're going to go with that anyway. Yeah, so let's build a death node here and see what becomes of it. I'm pretty sure other civilizations really start to hate you for having death mana. And that can like ultimately unite the world against you in a way. But that seems to be the direction that the scripted events have sort of driven us anyway. So this city definitely needs some improvements right there on the plains next to the river. So that's where the workers should be headed next. I see a lot of this Kael guy. He just does not have many defenses at all. So if Van Gossam is anything like Kael, this should be a walk in the park. Plus 40 versus disciple units. What should we choose here as a promotion? Probably plus 20% strength. This unit, however, is very damaged. So we're going to heal before eliminating the final bear. And for those wondering who didn't hear why exactly it is that I'm hunting bears, we can actually use them to build improvements in our cities to increase happiness. So there is a player has cast Motherlode. That would be... Wait, you got a hero? A great commander, okay. The dwarves, I believe, are the only ones that can cast Motherlode, so... I'm not exactly sure what he's preparing for, because he has done a couple of other... Yeah, he changed his civics as well. There's Ashen Veil spread, constructed a library. Let's build another blood pet, I think. I also need to get Razir the Fallen over here. Okay, tell you what, we're just going to grab the vampires. That's what I should have done in the first place. We're going to bring the vampires to Razir the Fallen instead of the other way around. I still need to build roads for this stuff. Okay, I should be able to cast haste. There we go. Now I should be able to move one more time. If I cast haste again, I can't, okay. I can only cast that once per turn. I was just wondering if, like, the units could cast it on the other units. We're going to try that once. So one turn to here. Hello, break it up. Cast haste. All the units should have one more movement point. But the stack only allow... I think, maybe not. Okay, here. We're going to move them one more movement point, right? Well, I'm not done. I'm not done. Let's try this again. Yeah, okay. So a unit can only have haste cast on it once per turn. It's not just that units themselves can cast a spell once per turn. Good to know. Because otherwise you could really sort of string it along. Like if you had a long pack of vampires, you could just sort of have them keep going and going. Just by having them cast haste on each other, basically. We have another vampire here. Maybe I should promote these a bit before I send them out. I was hoping that I would just be able to use them with the specters, and that the specters do the chancy kind of damage. But it's possible. Maybe we should just try doing some feasting. That is like one of the huge perks of the vampires. But we do need a road here. Like, it's really sad that I still haven't built a road from my capital yet to the rest of the outside world. I have to actually walk over terrain that's not optimized for movement. But here we go with the Dancing Bear. One turn. There we go. In our capital. Now we have additional happiness. 12 out of 11. That's one of those things to keep in mind. Like when you're first starting out the game, you'll notice that there probably just aren't that many buildings that give you happiness. If you keep in mind that there are actually a lot of buildings that can be built using wild animals that you've captured, you can get like +4 additional happiness from those. And it's not an overt thing. It's not something you notice a lot, or you might think of, because they're buildings that you build using units rather than from a build menu like this, right? Let's do another blood pet. Or wait, yeah, our fishing boats are okay. One turn for sailing. What can we do in one turn? Nothing. Okay, blood pet, and then next turn we'll do a galley. We'll build a galley or something like that. Hopefully to do some exploring. Hopefully the Kraken doesn't kill it again. It killed my fishing boat, but those things have no defense whatsoever. So if I get a few galleys together, I'm hoping, we'll be able to eventually kill the Kraken. This city could use some reduction in maintenance. I don't have courthouses here, though. The governor's manor replaces the courthouse, and it only has -20 maintenance instead of -40 maintenance, so it's half as effective. Which means maintenance becomes a bit of an issue for this civilization. I can't use the standard means of reducing... I should not build a library there. Build a market instead. Well, no, as a matter of fact, build walls. Walls are going to be much more useful in that city, especially if Kael ends up declaring war on me when I declare war on his buddy Van Gossam. How are we in relation to power? Like, if we look at power, who's on the top? Am I red? I think... Oh, wait. Kane is orange. Yeah, I'm the most powerful. By far. Wow. Probably should have played this on a more difficult difficulty level then. I don't understand why these other civilizations really aren't doing anything. Go back. We need haste so we can move again. I think something else was built, but I just missed it. What was it? It was just a great library. Yeah, we don't have time to mess around with great libraries. Okay, is our hunter ready? Yes. Let's take out this bear. Now we have another bear. Yes. So send these bears to a couple new cities. Wait, we gotta declare nationality. That's important to remember. Otherwise, other civilizations can attack the bear without declaring war on me. And I think our death node is ready. Let's take a look here. I need to see my capital. Law mana. Nope, next turn maybe? Not seeing it. Apparently it just got completed this turn, so it'll take one turn to show up on the trade network. Optics in 9 turns. We could actually build a frigate. I'm not sure we want to, though. Like, I'd rather go for smelting, actually reveal the iron, or even currency. This could be a game changer in determining whether or not we will be able to sustain a war, you know? Having the financial means to support it. Constructed a wall. What should we work on next? Wow. So many things are being completed. Probably should work on another vampire, to be honest. But I don't have a governor's manor here. So let's build a governor's manor first. Walls here. Going to build a governor's manor there as well. We're going to build a governor's manor in all the cities. And then hopefully I can use some of these bears to decrease the amount of unhappiness that results from it. So I'll be sending like these bears to that city. Pretty soon, hopefully, our hunter can like get some lions as well. That'll be pretty good. Let's see here. Oh, the city looks easy to take out, doesn't it? The Motherlode religion, or that was the religion that the dwarves use, it was also founded in Corlindale. So, not sure how the dwarves will feel about me taking that city out. There is a danger that they'll declare war on me as well, you know? When you get into these things, something that can happen. You just don't know how many civilizations are ultimately going to unite against you, so to speak. Okay, our node is complete. I bet it's because I haven't connected it to the trade network. I'm going to need a worker over here. So, who's ready to work for me? Oh, all of our Morai can actually be upgraded to vampires, really? I'll just need to build a governor's manor in there. And then, yes, they can. Okay, another bear. And another road there. Wait, we wanted to build a ship. Can we build a galley in here? We can build a trireme. Trireme has cargo space. What does a galley have? I think I can build a galley. Okay, I think the galley is right here. Yeah. It's just it had a different unit icon. But the galley seems to be weaker. Like the trireme is 7. The galley is only 5. Cannot enter ocean. Starts with century. Like, why would I ever build a galley over a trireme? 2 food, 2 movement. I'm just not sure. The trireme seems to be the better choice all around. Maybe because it has more movement. Like the galley would sort of behave as a scouting unit. Okay, we need to use this worker to go over here and build a road. So that way we'll have our first death mana. I'm interested to see if this actually does work. I was predicting it would, but I don't know. Where I'll actually be able to increase the strength of my wraiths due to having more death mana connected to my trade network, right? The city wants to grow, but I'm worried about a little bit worried about the happiness in it. Let's construct a dancing bear in our favorite holy city. At the moment, we're going to be using the giants to use them as siege units because I don't have any catapults over there at the moment. I've constructed a siege workshop here. I could build catapults, but you know what? We're going to get another trireme going. And then we'll see about that sea serpent. I'm hoping it can actually get over here without needing a frigate. Because I see like there's an island here, so I should be able to stay within the shore. Basically, and not need to go out to open ocean. Otherwise, I'm going to need to research something else. Wow, he's actually pressuring me to convert to Empyrean. Which, of course, I'm not going to do because you're next on my list to declare war on, buddy boy. Okay. Too bad you can't set rally points in Civilization for units. Like a lot of real-time strategy games, you can set rally points for the units that you produce, but apparently that's not really an option for any of the Civilization series, really, when you think about it. Just have Razir the Fallen fortified there for the moment. Finish that road to the Death Mana. I could set these up, though, where I would just continue to produce units one after the other, but I might want to build a carnival here. We have a lot of happiness in the city. Well, that's not what I mean. We have a potential for another 2 population. If I do that, I could work more of our lumber mills then. It's only going to take 3 turns, so why not? Constructed the Governor's Manor. That's why the city's unhappy now. Pretty sure, yeah, I already built the Carnival. So, what do we build next? I think we'll start building vampires there. We need to press our advantage now before they actually get all geared up. Like my opponents, my potential opponents here. Wait. Great Merchant has been born. Wait. She has created Alaskan the Assassin. Really? But is that a unique unit to the Dark Elves? Let me just take a look here. I'm interested to know this because I've heard of Alaskan the Assassin before. What does he require? Yeah, it's a unique unit for the Dark Elves. Can see hidden animals. He is actually a very interesting unit because I'm pretty sure he can behave as like he can pretend to be your leader to take over your civilization for a number of turns. I'm not sure the AI will ever do that though, but like if you are controlling Alaskan, you can actually take over for other civilizations and run their civilization for like 3 turns or something. There, dancing bear, and the city's happy again. So the animals, the barbarian animals are quite valuable if you know how to deal with them, really. And I've spotted another lion. So instead of going to the tile with my, with Razir the Fallen on it, we're going to be moving over here, hoping to capture one of these lions for our cities. Okay, we have a whole bunch of units here. We should really attack this turn. Also, Razir the Fallen has got another promotion. So let's go for defensive. What is it called? Heroic Defense 1. And this means war, I guess. Captured a worker. Just going to delete that. It's more trouble than it's worth. And let's everybody else get in here. Now, here's a cool thing. I'm pretty sure the giants are living units. So we're going to use the vampire to cast haste. And I hope we can... Yeah, all of them are able to move another tile. Wait. Are all of them? Come on. Yeah. Cool. So this actually means... That's the great thing about having the hill giants. Is because like a catapult would not be. It would be a mechanized... What does the word I'm looking for? A mechanized... A catapult would be a mechanized unit. That's a siege unit. But these giants are also siege units, but they are living units, so I can apply these promotions to them that I would not be able to apply to a mechanized unit which is going to make them considerably faster to move around the map with, right? Skip turn. Okay, we should have death mana. Now let's check this out. Body mana. Here's death mana. Yes, I have 1. If we take a look, though, at, like, she's cautious. She doesn't seem to mind the death mana. Heal, probably. Really? Maybe death mana does not incur a leadership penalty. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll just take a turn for that to update, huh? That could be. This city could really grow. I just need to find... probably build a harbor. But is it a harbor or is it a lighthouse? This is a lighthouse. Increase the food production on those water tiles. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish the road over there. I'm not actually going to be upgrading my Morai to vampires, even though I could, because it's going to cost a ridiculous amount. Like, I have enough to upgrade maybe 1 like that. But, okay, let's just take a look here. What is our best Morai? So it's a melee unit, right? Here's 11 of them. We need to show individual units. And if we take a look at the levels of each of them, 13 out of 17. This is our best Morai. Okay. Do not show all the Morai. Just this one. Okay. You should be right here. This should be our best. 13 out of 17, yes. So if we're going to promote one, it should be this one. So I'm going to run them back over here to my city, and we're going to try it. Just for giggles. Kane has declared war on me, which was not entirely unexpected. I kind of figured he would come to the defense of his ally, even though I didn't have much of a war with him like before this. Because let's be honest, like, his cities don't have Imperium in them. As a matter of fact, they have the religion that I have. So I was like, why would I declare war on him? But apparently I'm going to have to fight him too now, which is just fine. I think we can handle it. Handle it. Okay. So the vampires instead are going to be going back to this city. Got to defend the holy city, you know. Here's our lion that we captured. He needs... Oh, the lion does not have hidden nationality for some reason. Just going to send that one back home. The hunter, like, one of the ideas that I had here is I was going to use him for some, like, advanced scouting tactics, but I'm not sure now. Like, should I just send him along with Raziel the Fallen? Let's send him up on top of this mountain, and we'll take the eagle out for a spin, right? See what we can see. Unfortunately, I don't think it uncovered any actual new territory. Anyway, let's get down to business here. The fun of sieging. We've gone too long without war. These pathetic city defenses will crumble before my might. And let's summon our Spectre. Let's see here. Yep, as you can see now, the Spectre is 4 strength because I have that additional death mana node connected to my resource network. But as you can see, the odds are still not very hot. So let's summon all of them. You will find us in your dreams. So there's 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Did they take it? Yeah, they all took some damage from it. 3.4, 2.2, and 2.2. So now Raziel can go in there. Get some better odds, huh? Let's see here. 2.2. I wonder if the Hill Giants have a decent odds against this. 94.8. How about my vampires? 97.9. 94.8. I'm just should I chance that, because then I could give him the movement promotion, right? If I get him some more experience. Should we keep this city? No. I made this mistake once before. We actually need to destroy the Empyrean cities. We don't get to keep them. Just something to keep in mind. Pay attention to the rules. I had to reload a game because I didn't. I captured the holy city instead of raising it. That was just the previous scenario. you get into sort of the flow of things, and then you just kind of forget that there are special rules being applied to certain scenarios here. So, I think I should build a road up here. If we're going to be going the way of the death mana. Apparently, is it a big deal? Yeah, he doesn't mind the death mana. That must be entropy mana then. So like, where do they even show death mana here? They show like law mana, shadow mana. Yeah, right there is death mana. It shows I have one. What about entropy? It's like, there is one. Maybe it's chaos mana. I should take a look into some of these before. Yeah, it says like entropy mana, minus 5% heal rate of enemy units within your borders. That still seems like a pretty weak overall promotion, doesn't it? Let's promote the trireme for an extra first strike chance. Let's see here. It doesn't have any first strikes at the moment. So it is like plus 1% chance to do damage to units attacking this unit's stack. I think this is the best way to go about it, because like if we can't directly overpower the Kraken, we can hope to damage it. And then we're also going to promote for strength here, so that should give us 8. So now we're a strength 8 unit with one. Wow, I probably should not have done that. We'll wait until it gets to this city and then cast that promotion for it, because it reduced my movement by an entire movement point, which means it's going to take twice as long to get over there. But since we're actually at war now, how is our happiness? It's not holding out too well. So we're going to be building some more archers in here, some more ranged units. I don't have access to the longbows yet. I should research that. But then again, it's that's a defensive technology, and if you're actually to the point where you're defending your cities, you've probably done something wrong. Offense is the best defense, ultimately. So, with that in mind, let's build more vampires. I can have like some superhero vampires running around here. I guess we are building another trireme in that city, though. Well, this city's already unhappy. Why don't they like? It's just too crowded. And then I have a governor's manor in one turn, which means they're going to be even more unhappy. Let's see what happens. They're more unhappy now, but we are getting some production from that. Production from unhappy population, 2. Total production, 5. So it's like almost half of our production is coming from that. So I told you I was going to upgrade this vampire to see what's what. Let's do it. There we go. We've upgraded a Morai to a vampire, and he's kept all his experience in addition to gaining the Death 1 promotion, and the Vampirism promotion, and the Body 1 promotion, which means we can cast Haste. I actually shouldn't have done that. I wanted to cast the feeding thing and eat some of my unhappy population. Okay, pressing onwards. Let's promote for mobility and combat. And press onwards. An archer, a vicar, a Thane of Killmorph, and a Gosam. Wait, a Gosam? Okay, that's that great general. Here we have a bit of a problem. I can cast Haste, but I'm only going to be able to move one more tile this turn. If I could get everybody with a mobility promotion and then cast Haste, that would be pretty nice. Because then I would be capable of moving 3 tiles per turn, which could really speed things up when you think about it. Okay, we want to enable this for sailing. We want to go as fast as possible. So what do we have here? We have normal crew. We have the Longhorn men. What the Longshoremen, and the skeleton crew. Increases cargo capacity by 1 and reduces strength. Increases ship movement by 1 and reduces cargo capacity. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be going with the Longshoremen, and now all of a sudden this unit has 3 movement points per turn, which is pretty significant when you compare it to 1 movement point per turn that we were looking at last turn. It's the reason why I went with that. Finally, we have the opportunity here to reveal some new territory. Not a whole lot, but there you get a little bit of a better idea of what we have in for ourselves here. Not a whole lot, really. He hasn't had much of an opportunity, apparently, yet to build up. Okay. Promote for that. Raise up a skeleton. I'm not sure what the skeletons are bound by. Is it bound by the number of vampires you have? Because they stick around until they die. Let's cast haste and let's just move in here. Governor's Manor has been completed. What dare we work on next? Probably something for happiness. Or a festival. Or a carnival. We'll build that. And, okay, next turn, I guess. And, the dwarves have declared war on me now. So this is kind of what I was afraid might happen. Where we're sort of dealing with things from all sides. How many aren't we at war with now? Okay, we're not at war with the elves, the dark elves, and we're not at war with the Elohim. Although we have never even met them. So that was never an option. They can't declare war on you if they've never met you, which seems like a fair proposition to me. Okay, let's do some feasting on this city and get some more experience. Right now we have 8 population, and we have 13 experience. So, okay, 8 that brings us down to 7, and now we have 18, which is enough for another promotion, but we'll have to wait another turn. So it's not hugely significant. I think you actually have to go into like the double digits before the amount of experience you get from feasting off of cities becomes like relevant. He decided not to attack me though this turn. So get up there. I think we can pillage those towns next, or like once we get rid of the actual city. Okay, we were within range. Let's see, can anybody bombard? No. So everybody, just chill out here for a second. And where's my other vampire? Here we are. Let's meet together on this hill. We can't do that. Okay, that's 2 turns. Fine, we'll get there eventually. We need some catapults now. So after that archer, we're going to be building a catapult because I kind of want 2 separate forces to be able to work these areas, right? Skeletons and specters are going to be quite useful, though, I think. Okay, we have a great scientist here, and we can construct the Stigmata of the Unborn, which is a great wonder that requires the Ashen Veil religion. So let's take a look here. Stigmata of the Unborn? What was it? Stig. I don't think it's... here it is. Stigmata of the Unborn. +1 science per city with Ashen Veil. Provides 1 entropy mana, +5 to the Armageddon counter. Free Stigmata promotion for units built in this city. Okay, the Stigmata promotion is, it says grants a unit percentage bonus equal to half the Armageddon counter. Right now the Armageddon counter is at 0, and I'm not even sure it works. So that might not be a thing to go for. Yeah, pretty cool. Get the entropy mana. It says -5% heal rate of enemy units within your borders. Once again, like I've said, if your enemy units are within your borders, it's like you've kind of done something wrong already. But it's still a interesting resource, I guess. Or like what do they call the magic resources? Because it's a magic resource. But we're going to have to find a way to sneak them all the way over here to this, the city with my religion was founded in, to actually be able to build that shrine. Okay, more scouting. Let's see what we got there. And there's an elephant. We could capture that for an elephant rider. I'm not sure we have the odds for it, though. We actually might need a ranger for something like that. 76% odds. Maybe. Might be possible. Okay. Moving on. Is this road built? No. Build a road there. I thought we decided on that quite a while ago already. Trained a vampire here in Mortenar. We're going to go with another vampire. Okay, Fellowship of Leaves. Is spreading golden something? How is that spreading? Wait. Okay. Do I have that city? No, I don't. Golden Lian thing is the city I'm actually sieging. Right here. So. This might be the last turn it exists. There's always hope. Down to 25. Down to 10. Down to 0. There are archers. There's one archer in here. And we all know how tricky those archers can be. So what I might do... I think I'll cast skeletons this turn. Just going to do like skeleton. Skeleton. Okay, this unit's ready for a promotion. Allows regeneration. Let's promote for that. Regeneration adds regeneration promotion to all units in a caster's stack. Only affects living units. And regeneration heals an extra 10% damage per turn. And removed when the unit is fully healed. So now I can heal in 1 turn. Which sounds better to me. I could have just consumed a blood pet, obviously. And yeah, okay. We're going to skip a turn here. Wait. I guess I'm ready to send out my Falcon. There we go. Everybody else, just chill out here, like that. We can join forces with this vampire on top of a hill. More skeletons can be cast. We haven't run out of skeletons apparently yet. Quite a few skeletons. Look at that stack. Minus 10 gold per turn at this point. And then we'll also cast some specters and we'll see if we can hit the city with anything significant. Why exactly do they keep asking me to build a road there? I still don't have the research for city defense thing. I thought researching the one with the construction so I could build catapults was the way to do that. But apparently not. Okay, I'll look at that some other time. For now, we have 2 archers here. Let's get them over into that city way down below, close to the dwarves. I'm a little bit worried about the dwarves. And promote that guy to raise wraiths. Like that. Requires carnival. Well, it's a good thing we're building a carnival then, isn't it? Yeah, so when you consume population, you'll end up with this minus, this unhappiness. It says, we cannot forget your cruel oppression, which is basically the same message you get if you sacrifice population and have the slavery civic to hurry production. I think we're just going to keep the lines here until we get the promotion, wow, what is it? Until we finish the carnival? I think the line required the carnival, didn't it? Yeah, it did. One of the few animals, I believe, that actually requires a unique building to be built before you can actually build the special building that the unit builds automatically. Wow, that was not making much sense. I guess I'm just really getting tired now. Okay. Let's focus here. What should we be working on yet? There are improvements that need to be made, but I'm not exactly sure where they are. Let's build a road here first. Constructed that archer. Let's build a vampire. Do we have the ability to build? No, let's build a catapult. We need a catapult to reduce defenses here. Like that city is 30% defense. Okay, let's see what we can do here with some damage. The form of the Titan has been built in a faraway land. So there's a wraith, and there is a wraith. What do you think? Do you think this will be able to do any damage? I'm a little bit skeptical, to be honest. Like 0.1% odds. Let's throw some of these wraiths at it. See what happens. Didn't do any damage. 2.7. Did a little bit of damage. 2.7. Didn't do any damage. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Skeleton. Attack. Skeleton attack. 2.1 down to 2.1. I don't think we still have bad odds. Okay. I probably just gave him a whole bunch of experience because of that. Which kind of sucks. Should I just keep trying to sacrifice things against it? I could. I wouldn't win, though, so... Probably should take the L. Just hold off on it until we get some catapults over there. Deal some collateral damage, you know. Oh, by the way, we should also have our adept build another death mana node. Provides mana, yeah. So that's what we want. These workers probably need to work over here next. So we can get our third death mana node. And then we're actually looking at some pretty powerful specters at that point. Right now, our specters are not that powerful. They're strength 4 with no strength promotions. But once we get them promoted up, they can be pretty heavy hitters. So, we're going to cast our wraiths. So there we go. Got our wraiths, all 3 of them, joined together. Die. Defensive strike. Your specter damaged 14% by an enemy archer. Okay, well, as long as it's only damaging the units that I just sacrificed anyway, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, but the archer is down to 2.7 out of 4 defensive strength. 90% odds with my best unit. This is a very strong archer. What else can I throw at it, though? To be honest, nothing. I can throw skeletons. Skeletons are expendable. Just throw them at it. Maybe you'll hit it for a bit more. I don't think so. Okay. 90% odds. A little bit iffy. The Vicar is still in there. Let's see here. Can any of the vampires take it out? 1.3% odds against the Vicar. Ouch. How about my giants? 24% odds. Apparently we're a little bit underpowered here. I need units with actual strength promotions to continue this. So apparently we're not going to be taking the capital anytime really soon. Well, not like a couple more turns. Like if I get Razier in there, he can take it, but until that time, no. So instead, what I'm going to be doing here, we're going to be calling it quits, we're going to be calling it an episode. I think we've had some interesting developments overall. Finally started another war, as we kind of figured we would have to. Let's build another trireme in here? I can't build another trireme? Why can't I build another trireme? This is because it's my capital city. Okay. I thought it was a different city. It wasn't. Yeah, and we're just going to save it at there. Turn 134. We'll see how it goes next time. So thank you very much for watching, if you got all the way through it, and hope to see you next time.